Have you seen any shows you'll recommend at the Fringe this year?
Absolutely.
If you've had a chance.
Yes.
There's a great show at Northern Stage, which is by Secret Theatre, and it's called Show 5, is the title, and then it's got a subtitle which is impossible to remember.
A series of increasingly impossible acts.
Right. And it's wonderful. It's a really happy piece of theatre. It's kind of, and it changes every night, so they have about 10 people in the cast, and then the audience choose which person up their hat is going to be the protagonist. And it's a devised piece, but clearly very well structured, and you genuinely come out so happy. It's a really positive piece of theatre, so definitely see it.
Especially because I know when I was at Sixth Sense we did a lot of devising, and you can tell it's a play that's come out of devising. It's not scripted hardly. I mean, they've obviously got plot points and things, but it's probably quite a relevant one, I guess, to see.
Yeah, I know. We were talking to the production team behind it, and it's like it changes every night, not just because of the choosing the protagonist, but it's about how they're feeling on the day, because there is improvisation in it, and if they're feeling grumpy or whatever, they might change the show in a certain way, and it's about the audience as well, so it's like a really, really interesting piece to go and see, maybe more than once.
So that's at Northern Stage.
Yeah.
We saw some, sorry, should we keep going with recommendations? There's a show called Sheeps, which I would really recommend. It's a really surreal sketch comedy, but as far as that, it's just really, really unconventional and very, very clever in its
Picked
form.
on Dave last night, which made it even funnier.
Well, I genuinely almost died. My heart was racing so fast because I knew I could see it in one of the comedians' eyes. He'd chosen me from the front row part of the show, and so I was sort of squirming, but I'd had a few drinks and it was all right. But but no, I'd heavily recommend that.
Recommendations.
Lights. Pleasantstone. That was very good. Anything else?
What's it called? Men in Cities, Chris Good.
I haven't heard of that.
Beds in Space.
Very,
That was very
Yes.
funny. We saw that the other night. That was it doesn't sound like it. I went in thinking, well, this will be naff, but it was really funny.
Where's
Really
that?
funny.
It's in the Underbelly, and it's got the guy who played Joffrey in Game of Thrones in it. So anyone who's a Game of Thrones fan,
Interesting show about euthanasia, just going back to the mental health kind of issues within that, by a guy who's actually a lighting designer. It's about how he helped his mother kill herself when she got cancer, and it's on at the Underbelly upstairs, and it's a one-man show. It's about 50 minutes long, and that was a recommendation. It was very good.
Can you remember what the title was?
It was called How to Disappear Completely.
Ah, right, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest piece of theatre in terms of a journey, but the fact that he uses light to tell his story and explains what he's doing is just, really interesting.
Yeah, we saw something similar yesterday, which is really, really similar to what we were talking about that show. It's called Mental. It's part of the Pleasance, but you start at the Pleasance courtyard. You get taken in taxis to this place called St Margaret's House, like just outside of Edinburgh. I would say, probably in Leith, yeah. And it's all real. It's all of his life experiences, and he gets out his medical records and takes you through it one by one, and then puts on records. He's got a record player next to him, and he puts on really happy music, and he's actually quite light and matter of fact about his mental health. And you're like, wow, this is really deep, but like very touching and moving and funny as well.
So honest
So
as well.
that's one I'd recommend, because that's the kind of show you wouldn't see anywhere else apart from the Edinburgh Fringe.
I'm going to interrupt there, guys. There's a pause. Let's lead while we're winning. Thanks, guys.
Bye.